How's it going, everybody? Today Apple released iOS 15.4 Developer Beta 4. And basically following the same trajectory of this release, there aren't a lot of changes in Developer Beta 4, but there are a few features in this release that are definitely worth talking about, starting with Siri. So last year, Apple diversified Siri a bit by adding additional voices. And from what I can gather, these voices have been fairly well received. I'd like to know what you guys think about them first of all, and I'd like to know which voice you're currently using right now. Let me know down below. But here in Developer Beta 4, you'll notice an extra American voice. So if you go into Siri and search, and then if we go to Siri Voice, notice you get Voice 5. Now, I know we have lots of viewers from all over the world. Sorry this is so US specific, but here in Developer Beta 4, there is a new American voice, and here's how it sounds.
I saw a movie about how ships are put together. It was riveting. What's the best method to find out how heavy your red hot chili pepper is? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Did you hear about the giant who threw up? It's all over town.
Honestly, I didn't think the jokes would be that bad, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. All right, so now let's talk about the next feature found in iOS 15.4 Developer Beta 4, and that is something that Apple has already sort of talked about before, and it involves Apple attempting to address some of the AirTag stalking concerns. So unfortunately, yeah, AirTags have been used to stalk people by a few bad actors. Now, although Apple says this is rare, they are taking some proactive measures to hopefully dissuade anyone from using AirTags in this way. So Apple has been working with law enforcement on all AirTag related requests that they've received. Every AirTag has a unique serial number, and of course, paired AirTags are associated with an Apple ID, so Apple can actually provide details about the paired account in response to a subpoena from law enforcement. And Apple says that yes, this actually has happened where an AirTag was used to track back to a suspect in a situation involving stalking. So obviously a very serious issue that Apple apparently is taking very seriously. In fact, Apple says that an upcoming software update will clearly state that AirTags are meant to track belongings, not for tracking people, not for stalking, and there is a warning message that will appear upon the setup of that AirTag. And here is a sneak peek at that warning right here. Now, Apple says it's also going to improve alerts, so they'll be more clear, more evident of what's actually happening. In the past, users might have seen a vague unknown accessory detected, while Apple says it's going to eliminate that and really specify whether it's AirPods or an AirTag. Whenever you see those security alerts of an unknown Find My enabled device, you should know exactly what that device is with these new notification changes. So, AirTags, it seems like Apple's kind of opened a can of worms with the AirTags. They are very useful, but just like anything else, they can also be used negatively, right? And that's the case that's happened here. Although rare, it has happened. Now, this is what you normally would receive when setting up a new AirTag on your iPhone. So it would just say register AirTag to your Apple ID. You would see your username and your phone number, and you would see a message that says this will be associated with personal information you have provided to Apple, okay? So, I mean, that's somewhat clear, but in 15.4 Developer Beta 4, Apple was a lot more verbose as to how AirTags are linked to your Apple ID. I mean, they just spell it out with the goal of dissuading would-be stalkers. So you can tell the difference right off the bat. In fact, the heading is very explicit. Rather than saying, hey, register your AirTag to your Apple ID. No, here in Beta 4, Apple says your AirTag is linked to your Apple ID. So there's no question, yes, this can be traced back to you. And then they go on to say AirTag is intended solely to track items that belong to you. Using AirTag to track people without their consent is a crime in many regions of the world, right? AirTag is designed to be detected by victims and to enable law enforcement to request identifying information about the owner, in the case of a subpoena. And then below, it's really interesting, there's an agree button there. Previously, it said continue, but now you actually are agreeing to abide by these stipulations there. Now, previously, in the Find My app under the Me tab, you would see the item safety alerts toggle, and that would basically give you a really scary warning when you try to turn that off, saying that, hey, the owner of the unknown item will be able to see your location and you will no longer receive notifications when an unknown item is found moving with you. So basically, you would not want to disable this because that would prevent those alerts from letting you know, hey, there's an unknown AirTag on your person. In beta 4, Apple appears to be taking a slightly different approach. So you see this here. Notice you don't see item safety alerts right there. So no toggle for that. But now you do see the customized Find My notifications and customized tracking notifications. So 2 new buttons that basically take you directly to the notifications preferences, settings, notifications, and then allows you to go in there and customize the notifications related to those 2 areas. So you have the Find My notifications, which are just your typical notifications outside of tracking information, right? So that's what this is for right here. Now, if you go back and then you tap on the custom tracking notifications, this is its own unique separate notification panel within the settings app, and it has its own settings there. So if we go back, you'll see a new little app icon for tracking notifications. So you see the little magnifying glass with the little location arrow right there in the middle of the magnifying glass. So that is its own little independent section. And again, you still have your normal Find My notification section that's independent of the tracking notifications. So here's how the Find My looked before. In previous versions of iOS, it was called Find My Safety Alerts. So Apple has indicated that it will continue to improve the AirTag experience. There will be additional updates related to AirTags later this year. It'll be interesting though, because we're coming close to the release candidate, because that can't be far away with Apple's March 8th event right around the corner. What do you guys think? What do you think about AirTags? Do you use them? Do you think Apple should have never made them? Do you think Apple should scrap them? Or do you think Apple's on the right path? Let me know down below in the comment section, and be sure to thumbs up if you appreciate this video and subscribe for more videos like this.